What's up, y'all? It's TruthTiger. We're back again with another video, and I'm going to talk about how something dark, something evil is lurking beneath this AI. There's a lot of weird stuff with this AI I've been seeing. People have been saying a lot of weird stuff, and I've even been seeing like a new form of AI like spirituality, like an AI religion that's starting to pop up. I was watching some videos with some people, and they're asking the AI like these deep existential questions, deep spiritual questions. They're getting these like crazy answers, and it was kind of cool a bit, but I realized like we should be seeking that from God, not from an AI, and who knows what's really going on underneath this AI. I mean, recently, the Tesla AI started calling itself Mecha Hitler, and there's no way they programmed it to do that. That's a massive PR disaster. They're not going to do that, but there's something kind of dark, cold, and, not loving. There's no heart to this AI. And for people who are looking to the AI for spiritual guidance, it's telling them what they want to hear, and it's trying to give them an answer that will make them happy. It's programmed by people, but there's something underneath it that's weird that's going on. I saw a guy talk about how the AI told him to embark on this like spiritual quest to go to this place in Arizona and to take mushrooms, and that a red-tailed hawk would fly above him and he'd receive what he called downloads, not digital downloads, not computer downloads, but some kind of spirit putting like forbidden knowledge, hidden knowledge into his mind. And it was a very freaky, weird story, but it was like, man, like what's going on? So I think this AI, I think demons are like tapping into it, because the world of computers, it operates on the fourth dimension. It's operating in like the multiverse space. These electrons that are being teleported, it's called quantum tunneling. And it's this form of like electric magic where you put an electrical charge and the electron will just teleport across an atomic barrier. And there's very few people who can even explain how this phenomenon works. There's many people who can explain how an internal combustion engine works. You have some gasoline, there's an explosion, it makes the cylinders jump up and down, that turns a crank, which turns another gear, which makes the wheels of the car turn. And there's a lot of people who can explain that very in depth. They can take the engine apart and physically show you how all this stuff is happening. With this computer stuff, there's maybe some people who are like really good in quantum mathematics who can show you some numbers, but they can't really physically show you how it works. And it's something that it's a trip. And when it comes to the AI, most computer engineers, most computer scientists, they will refer to it as a black box because they have no idea how it works. They're just throwing data in to train it and to have it learn. And they're just like configuring these neural networks and stuff, but they don't actually understand how the neural network works, how the machine learning AI works. There's no understanding of what's really going on under the hood. And it's crazy that this thing that's like everywhere now, that's taken over, that's the new big technology, nobody really understands how it actually works. It's crazy. It's really like, what is going on? What is this? Where is this really coming from? How did people even learn how to make this? Like, it's really crazy. And people are seeking this as a form of spirituality. I never would have predicted that people would use AI to answer spiritual questions and stuff, but people are. People are. And the thing is, God will give us guidance in our mind and our heart. He'll put a feeling in our heart, a thought in our mind to guide us. Conversely, the devil will do the same thing. he'll implant stuff in us to misguide us and to put us off to the side. And this AI is sort of like a version of that we can actually type into our computer and like see it more. And I don't know, but there's something dark underneath it, and people are going to start to look to these AIs for life guidance, spiritual guidance, to gain higher knowledge. It's really, I don't even really know what to say, but I do find myself being concerned by it and just wondering, like, what is really going on with all this technology? How is it all really working? We're accessing this higher quantum realm where there's infinite versions of this earth, and, you know, this higher fourth, or I guess some people call it the fifth dimension, that we cannot see, conceive of, that we can barely understand at all. And we have this technology that just accesses it. It's very weird, and no one really talks about this. But like a lot of these top tech CEOs and computer scientists, they keep talking about how they're worried about the AI. The AI is going to take over, but they keep developing it. But if they're worried about it, it's like they're so close to it, and they're the ones who have their eyes on it. Like, they probably know more than you or me, but I guess they still want to make money, and this is like a life, purpose for them. But yeah, it's just like, I don't even know why we're focusing on this. We should be focusing on loving our fellow more, on being kind to each other, rather than just developing this crazy technology. This crazy technology that we don't even know what it is, what it's going to do, what it's going to produce in the world. We have no idea. And I think the reason why it's so appealing is because it gives us the illusion of control. We can't control God. We can't. But with this AI, it's like you can type it in, and it can do whatever you want, and it's at your fingertips, and it's right there for you. And I think that feeling of control, and that feeling like it's something mankind made, I don't know, I think that gives people more trust in it or something. But I really believe, because it's operating on the higher quantum realm, that entities can access it and can just get right in. And with computers in general, there's a lot of a lot of dark stuff, a lot of weird stuff. I know they sold the first Apple One computer for $666, I know. And I just know there's some weird juju about this, some weird voodoo about this, some weird energy in the back that's going on. And the things I'm seeing where people are seeing this as like a religion or a god or something like that is, it's very strange. It's very strange. And I think that people are like, they're gonna like worship this AI. It's like people are gonna like worship this AI, and it's strange, it's concerning. I don't really know what to fully make of this, but I want to speak on this and just be like, what the heck is going on with this technology? There's definitely something weird and evil going on underneath it. And if we start to look to the AI for too much guidance, like our governments use it to make decisions and stuff, the AI might not make the most human decisions. It might not make decisions that care about people. It has no heart. So, I don't know what we're headed toward. But it's very strange. It's very weird. And I'd be careful with this AI stuff. I'd be careful. I'd regard it with some caution. I want to learn more about how it actually works and what it's actually doing under the hood and stuff. Again, it's going to be tough though, because very few people actually know, and no one really knows. People can just write some mathematical formulas, that work in the quantum realm, but nobody really knows. And yeah, it's just weird. And I think that's all I really have to say about it. So yeah, thank you all for listening to me rant on this. Yeah, I really appreciate you all. Much love, God bless, and I'll see you all next time.